Hello rock and metal fans, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Mercury. Let's roll! Today, your host Calvin Goodman will be talking about a classic album from one of France's biggest metal exports, Gojira. Gojira was formed back in 1996 by two brothers, Joe and Mario Duplantier. Joe is the rhythm guitarist and singer, and Mario is the drummer. Back in 1996, they formed under the name Gojira. Back then, the French metal scene was not widely known throughout much of the world, and they carved their reputation through the late 90s via several demos that they did under the name Gojira. But they had to change their name to Gojira in 2001 due to possible legal disputes connected to the famous movie monster, although they've never actually said if that was the case or not. Gojira's lyrical emphasis has always been about environmental themes, and this is not an exception with their 2005 breakout album From Mars to Sirius. Now, before I go into talking about the album and reviewing the album, first I'm going to have to state my criteria what counts as a throwback album. My criteria for throwback albums is very simple. It only follows one rule. The album must be 10 years or older. So stuff like Master Puppets, Rain and Blood, Peace Sells, But Who's Buying, they all count. With that out of the way, let's get moving. From Mars to Sirius opens with a thundering drum and guitar interplay on the song Ocean Planet, which details the main protagonist's dissatisfaction with a dying world. It's a great song, and it has these thundering rhythms throughout the song that really propel the epicness and the bleakness of the character's situation. The next song on the record is my personal favorite, Backbone. Backbone is a very aggressive song, and there is this section around the 1 minute and 15-second mark where the guitars and drums go into this death metal-esque interplay that is very epic in scope, and it invigorates me whenever I hear it. Another highlight on the album comes after the calm instrumental Unicorn, When Dragons Dwell. The riff is very monstrous, and the song talks about finding oneself and realizing that there is a dark side to everyone on planet Earth. This was the song that I first found Gojira through. You see, I'm a huge dragon nerd, and when I saw that Gojira had written a song about dragons, I was like, let me check this baby out. Maybe it should be good. And it was. Another highlight on the album is the songs From Mars and To Sirius. From Mars is a very simple intro to the next song, To Sirius, that follows a tapped melody on the guitar and Joe's quiet lead vocals setting up the listener for what is to come. From Mars details the unnamed protagonist's astral projection journey from the red planet as he heads to Sirius. I know, it sounds kind of far-fetched and very sci-fi-ish, but it works great for a metal album, doesn't it? To Sirius is when he meets these ancient beings that tell him of humanity's origin. And the last song, Global Warming, is perhaps one of the best well-known Gojira songs. That song is about the character's dissatisfaction when he returns from Sirius to learn that people don't really care about environmentalism and about natural disasters, stuff like that. They just go about their day and they just ignore it. And the character is dissatisfied. And it ends with a mantra. They will see our children growing. And this mantra is a mantra for future generations to basically learn from their fathers and forefathers to start clean up the earth. For this review, I'm going to give them the first numerical score I've ever given for this YouTube channel. And for this album, I give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Gojira will tour with Slipknot, Volbeat, and Behemoth this summer. If you want to get a ticket, Don't miss the show. It promises to be the ultimate metal show of the summer. We are going to be at the Slipknot show in Darien Lake, New York. So if you come across me, be sure to say hi. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if I tell you about it. Hit the bell for notifications, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Rock on!